Uh, uh, we are here again. Hmm. For the first time in a long time, we're going out to layer 3 of the, I guess it's a radius. Do squares have radii? That one's going to probably stay invisible for a while. I don't know. There we go. That's kind of a weird backdrop, actually. Do I want anything different, or do I want just that? I'm not sure. Just look up concrete and roll with it. Because I, very fortunately, actually have something I want to talk about today. Unlike whatever happened this time around, but I guess sometimes you just have brain dead days. What was this again? Yeah, brain dead, come back later, remembered the past, missed it. That's true, I do miss the past. Oh, and I also, I'm going to get this out of the way early on. I finally did go to the beach, and I got a sunburn that rivaled all past sunburns I've ever had because I am a pale nerd. But it was a great time. It was chill, relaxing. The waves sounded great. It was a great place to just chill and read a book. Oh, 10 out of 10. Would do it again. We'll probably have to do it again before summer's up. But I'm already getting distracted. As you can probably tell from whatever I named this, something else has been on my mind, and it's selling yourself, so to speak. I gotta get started building something. I'm sure. I don't know, but just I've been thinking lately. It seems like the big thing is selling yourself, in a manner of speaking. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? I guess it's like I've been thinking about it because I've been doing these. I've been doing these videos. I've been doing command tutorials once a week, usually just for something silly or most importantly quick because you gotta worry about how long it is. But the real big thing I've been thinking about is how so many. Well, I guess we'll start with platforms seem to be all about selling yourself as quickly as possible. Kind of a weird sort of like mentality that's been developed around it. Like and subscribe and leave a comment and comment down below for a chance to win a giveaway where you win an entire Burger King franchise or I don't know, man. Like whatever it is, you've seen it pop up in the past, like call it half a decade or so. But that what I'm saying right now isn't exactly news or a big revelation. Subscriptions. That's just how the YouTube channel system works, right? But it's not. It doesn't just end there, and that's what's kind of interesting to me. Is that selling yourself has always been a huge part of some fields. Typically, things like mortgage agencies and real estate, and maybe insurance, but I don't know enough about that one. So any kind of service where you have to pay a recurring fee, a subscription service, if you will, is all about selling yourself slash the product. And in the case of online platforms like YouTube or whatever, it's definitely selling yourself. Uh, but in that case, I guess you are the product. So How do you make an arrow, dude? I failed logos class in logos school. But I'm wondering if that's... I mean, it must be some degree of effective for people to keep doing it. For it to have persisted this long. But that's kind of a doo-doo. Maybe if I do this. Man, I'm bad at this. I don't know what's going on. That's kind of right, almost. If I put this back, that's too long. This will be it. Yes. But it's obviously not something I've ever had to worry about because what I do on YouTube is I mess around and have some fun with it. Like I'm not out here looking to be the next big thing, you know? If you some of my earliest videos on the Red MC are literally just Midnight Minecrafts from when I was 15. I pretty much only had YouTube videos to kind of catalog my thought processes when I was sleep deprived over the years. And here we are, hold on. Here we are about almost 5 years later. Oh my god, almost 5 years later. I'm gonna turn 20 in like a month. And I started Midnight Minecraft when I had like just turned 15. That's not okay. Oh, that's not okay. I don't like that. Somebody make that stop. Come on, circle training, circle training. Fruits of my labor. I don't actually know if this is even the way the logo looks anymore or in the first place, but I reiterate, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like this needs to be bigger, but I don't know how to make it bigger. But I have no idea if it's a healthy mentality or business model or anything at all like that. But it's just the way anything seems to go. It's subscriptions, repeated business. Kind of makes you think about how there are companies that have gone out of business for making products that are too reliable, which I find hilarious, ironic, and a little sad. I remember because back in high school, when I took woodshop once, the teacher was talking about the equipment we had in the woodshop room and how you could not find anything like it anymore if you tried. Because the company that made the machines that were like the bandsaws that were in there made them back in the 50s or 60s, 50s or 60s, and built them to last, which is why we still had them in perfect working order in like 2017. He was like, yeah, these are some of the best dang bandsaws you'll ever see. And you know what? Company went bankrupt almost immediately. And I was like, oh, okay. Because that's the thing. They were built to last, so people would only ever buy one of them, and that was it. Same with any car companies that go under because people only needed to buy one of their car, and it just lasted. So, I can kind of see why subscription would be a good business model following that kind of logic. Even though when it comes to stuff like media, online entertainment, like most of this tends to be, it's it's not exactly something you even need to pay for most of the time. I don't really know a whole lot about Twitch. I did just start streaming hardcore there once a week on Sunday nights, and like whenever else I feel like doing it, if I do. But I don't exactly know how it works. That's a question for Lucky. I, on the other hand, everything I do with this is just to mess around for fun. I'm having a good time. But the longer I'm doing it just for kicks, the more I realize that, like, hey, a lot of people who do in fact do this have to just kind of sit there and tell people over and over to become one of the members or something like that. As is to be expected, I am incoherently rambling, but I've come to accept that as the nature of the dark times, the times past men. Oh. I don't know how to do a Twitch logo. I barely even remember their logo. I'll just do some of this. And that's the funny thing too, is that I'd apologize for my meandering pace, but I'm really just I'm just doing this to see where I go in my train of thought. So it ain't gonna be changing any time soon, I'm afraid. What I do wish I could change was... I forget. Maybe I was gonna make a crack about going to bed there, except I have been managing to go to bed at pretty decent times lately, which is why I haven't really done a midnight Minecraft for like, what, 2+ months? 2.5 months maybe, something like that, somewhere around there. Because I've been getting to sleep at normal human hours lately, and it's so weird to me, because I don't normally do that. You know, why would I go to sleep at normal times? But now it's become kind of just routine. Is this how you draw cartoon money? I think it is. I can't draw a Twitch logo, so I'm just gonna make this, because it's what you pay for the subscriptions, even though you don't on this right here. And it's not to say it's a bad thing. It's just an interesting. It's an observation, I guess. Because like Patreon, for example, that seems pretty cool. I am a huge fan of people who make, you know, their own stuff getting paid for it. That's kind of neat. I like people who pursue their passions. I respect the absolute heck out of that. One could argue I'm even doing the same, you know. Going to school for programming and trying to make video games on the side. And I guess if you want to count that I'm making Minecraft videos, but like... I wouldn't exactly call getting big in the Minecraft YouTube community a huge aspiration. That said, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I do nothing but make maps or play mini games. So, hey, you know, if all this talk about subscriptions has you feeling generous, why not subscribe? And look at that. Look at that. We've already come full circle right into it. I went from talking about it, and now I'm doing it. Naturally. It's very, very odd. The concept of selling yourself is one that interests me a lot, actually, because, again, it doesn't just apply to online media. It applies to so many things. In fact, one could argue that a lot of life is trying to sell yourself in various parts of life, I guess. I don't know. If you have a job interview, for example, that's trying to sell yourself. If you, I'm certain I could think of more examples if I was, like, awake right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really wish I was functioning right now. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Twitch, 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 Twitch. It's purple. I know that it's purple. I'm gonna make purple. This can be my solution here. I'm assuming a lot of people would have trouble selling themselves based on merit, you know, for what? That has to be one of the biggest, most frequent questions people ask themselves from my experience is what is my purpose, you know? What am I actually good for? But that is a topic that has been done to death, and it's one that everyone already knows the answer to. And the answer, of course, is that there is no true answer. I'd be beating a dead horse if I talked about purpose at this rate. It's the same old song and dance, man. Just make your own, that's what I say. But even so, that can be a struggle. Especially if you say that to someone who doesn't have any proclaimed hobbies or interests. Oh, you'll get to then what? That's why I'm occasionally envious of people who don't constantly pose themselves that question, because they get to just move on. It feels just better. It's like the smarter way to tackle things. Twitch gets to be a big letter T. Haha wee. Oh, that felt good. Even though it wasn't good, like it was bad, it felt good. I haven't gone on a rhyming tangent in quite some time. I normally only rhyme a lot when I'm like just absolutely dead tired at night. But I guess that was because like we played Bed Wars going into the night super late for like a proper year and a half straight. And now a couple of us sleep at normal human times, so we've been finishing Bed Wars nights before 10 o'clock even hits. So I haven't become the rhyming goblin in a while. I've missed it. I liked it. The problem is my rhymes are asinine. They're bad. They're no good. They're the opposite of pleasant, my man. As usual, I don't really remember what I said right here. I'm not sure what was accomplished. But it has made me think more about selling yourself and how even I've caught myself doing it now. About 1 year ago, I started making a pile of Bed Wars videos for fun. And that was it. I usually had some gimmick I did and then goofed around, had a good time. And now I actively make the command videos, and I remember something. I have like an outro I settled on and do, and that's not something that I used to do, which means that effectively I've joined in on the trying to sell myself just by having some kind of phrase that's fairly memorable or recognizable, I guess. And the outro is basically the same thing. You know, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Click on it, or I will eat you. That's the gist of all of them. But it's pretty hard not to fall into that habit, even when you don't make a lot. Like I make a 2-minute video every week. That takes maybe 15 minutes out of my day to actually record, edit, and upload, and make a thumbnail of. Maybe 20 minutes. So that's weird because it's just another thing that I haven't noticed I started doing, but I have. It's very odd. Oh, my eyes are drooping. They're protesting. They're not doing so good. They're droopy droops. Oh, I'm yawning. This tile from when the internet went out before is feeling a little too real now. Certified Rogers moment. Is that gonna be too topical to throw in here? Who am I kidding? This is Midnight Minecraft, man. Still, though, all this talk, it being a weird way to market yourself, I still applaud anyone who pursues their dreams. I, on the other hand, am just here to record things for posterity purposes, you know? That's pretty much it. That and advertise Minecraft Rampa. Which, you know, still running live. You should go check it out. Go check out some of the folks who are streaming it. They're pretty cool. We got a good crew, you know. And that's what I mean. I'm trying to sell this game to you right now. I'm trying to sell my works. I'm trying to sell myself to you. That is how it goes, no matter what. I've done that both intentionally and unintentionally this episode here. It's just how easy it is to do. And I'm not sure if I have any genuine opinions, thoughts, criticism, whatever on it. It's literally just an observation. It's like how when I was going home from the gym this morning, I was talking to my dad and we were discussing how, like, insects were the only things other than humans to build infrastructure. Which I think is pretty cool. You know, you got, like, any hive mentality animals are pretty good for infrastructure, but humans are not hive creatures. Far from it, in fact. And yet, we have roads. We have agriculture. We have transportation services. We have magic 8-balls. Everything we have serves some kind of purpose and infrastructure. But yeah, much like the bugs, it was just an observation. I don't have anything else to say. It's just how it goes. So, you know, I think I'm done on the matter here. But not my prettiest tile, but that's never been the point of this in the first place. So, get out of here. Get my inventory clear. Ugh. I think with that starry night sky behind me, it's time for me to go to bed. Have a good night out there.